Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty big news to go over. Alleged leaked information about the Nintendo Switch 2 has dropped accidentally. We also have some new Legend ZA rumors to go over, some story details and stuff. There's a lot of things to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at all of the kind of updates and stuff regarding the Switch 2. But first, there's this to take a look at. It's just another kind of batch of the sort of Nintendo Switch icons. It's the fourth set. So we have Cerebi here tweeting out, saying, Cerebi update, the fourth set of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Nintendo Switch Online icons are now available for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers. So this time you still have Shiny Rayquaza, you have the Paldean starters, and then you also have a couple of the other main characters in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as well, and they're available until the 17th of December. So I want to quickly go over that. We also have some like Game Awards updates to go over as well. Again, it's nothing really massive, it's just something I wanted to quickly talk about just in case. But basically, we have Jason here saying that there's at least two things at the Game Awards that will surprise gamers. Now, again, this doesn't necessarily mean anything to do with Nintendo, but there's always the possibility. But either way, let's cover it regardless. So it says, yeah, there's at least two things at the Game Awards that will surprise gamers. So the Game Awards is rapidly approaching. In fact, the show is slated to begin in just a couple of days and will celebrate its 10th anniversary. A big reason why it has managed to last so long is because of the gaming announcements and reveals that happen. Nintendo has just been one of many companies to have shared some game reveals and announcements in the show's history, though it has varied depending on the year. Nevertheless, not much is known about just what announcements will be featured on the show, though a few people have been teasing it on occasion. So one of them happens to be gaming journalist and Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier. I don't actually know how to pronounce his second name. But he was on the latest episode of the Kinda Funny Games Daily podcast. There, he teased that there are at least two things at the Game Awards slated that will shock gamers. All that is known about them is that they are apparently going to release in 2026 or later. The Game Awards takes place on the 12th of December, but in the meantime, you can see the podcast below. We also have Stealth talking about this as well. Saying after last year, it's safest not to expect Nintendo to participate at the Game Awards. Nintendo's relationship with the show has been somewhat different since Reggie retired. Certainly don't expect to tease Nintendo Switch 2 like Microsoft did for the Xbox Series. And then I actually forgot how Onoma was treated last year. Nintendo already has games dated for January and March. Behind the scenes, they are working on Switch 2's reveal and launch in 2025 too. My feeling is if Nintendo shows something fantastic, but it's not something to count on. And again, a lot of people are, I guess, on this idea that they will drop something about the Switch 2 just because it's quite a big event. But for me, I don't think it's going to happen. Like I say, that they haven't really dropped anything huge as Stealth says since Reggie left. And as well as that, I think it's just better for Nintendo to have their own sort of big Nintendo Direct event to showcase the console instead of dropping it at the Game Awards. As I've said in a previous video, a lot of people, I think, not a lot of people, but Nintendo fans won't necessarily be watching the Game Awards, whereas every single Nintendo fan will be watching the Switch 2 reveal, if they possibly can, obviously. So I think there'd actually be more eyes that are going to buy the console on a Nintendo Direct as opposed to the Game Awards. Like, the Game Awards is a great event, everything like that, obviously, but I think for Nintendo's sake, it's probably better to do their own thing. But we'll have to wait and see. Like I say, the Game Awards starts tomorrow on the 12th of December, so it's not even that long that we have to wait. But either way, I just wanted to quickly go over that, just in case there could be something, but again, I wouldn't hold my breath about it. I think it's very unlikely, and we're probably just still going to get the reveal in January, like a lot of leakers are saying, and hopefully that is the case, and you know, we don't have to wait too long for the for that console to drop. But either way, that's the Game Awards section. Moving on, we do have some pretty big Nintendo Switch 2 leaks to go over, some accidental leaks as well. It looks very, very likely to be true. We have Nintendo Soup here tweeting out saying, rumor, accessory maker accidentally leaks glimpse of the Nintendo Switch 2. So they're probably going to be in pretty hot water with Nintendo if this turns out to be true, which again, it probably is. But it says last week, accessory maker Satisfy announced a new grip accessory for a next-gen console, which many believe to be the Switch successor. In a now deleted promotional video for the accessory, Satisfy included some footage of a console mounted in the grip. Although the image was blurred, eagle-eyed viewers were able to make out elements that strongly suggested that the mystery console was the Nintendo Switch 2 itself, or at the very least a convincing mock-up. You can check out some screenshots preserved by fans below. So this is what they actually tweeted out, saying Satisfy accidentally put a trailer in their upcoming product, the Zen Grip 2 for the Nintendo Next Gen console, and in it they just show the Nintendo Switch 2 in it. Like straight up, just show it. It's blurred a bit, but not that much. That is our first official Switch 2 look. So this is most likely what the Switch 2 is going to look like. It's right there. Like I don't understand how it can't be. So these are the grips obviously here, and then yeah, this is the Switch 2 in the background. As with the rumors of this nature, obviously we caution readers to take it with a grain of salt, but it's been deleted. Like I feel like the Nintendo ninjas were like, bro, what are you doing? Take it down. I think it's going to get leaked personally before the actual announcement. You know, I think a Chinese manufacturer is probably going to accidentally leak it because there's so many employees now working on the Switch 2, and then you've got things like this happening as well. Like I feel like something about it gets leaked every week. Obviously we've got like the case and a couple of other merch for it last week. This week we get an actual image of the Switch 2. It's just crazy. Like they need to announce it sooner rather than later. Again, it's most likely going to be January, but I think throughout the rest of December and January until it gets revealed, I think there are going to be leaks like every week. I think it is just going to keep happening because there's only so much they can put a hold on, but it's just in so many places now, which we always thought was going to happen as soon as the stock for it started getting made and everything. Like there was always a chance it was going to get leaked, but I mean, from a partnering company like this, it's just a little bit silly for them to leak it. But there it is. This is most likely the Switch 2, and this is the first look at it. Again, it could be a mock-up, but even if it was a mock-up, it'd still be a mock-up of what it's actually going to look like because they are making things for the console. So they're going to need to know its dimensions and stuff. So it most likely is the case that this is true. We also have a little bit more information about this as well on Go Nintendo Tweet because there has been an update. So yeah, this was obviously the video that got removed. Accessory manufacturer Satisfy has just revealed the Zen Grip 2, which is an accessory that works with the Switch, but they're also saying customers should pick one up to have it ready for the next gen launch. That would certainly seem to indicate that Satisfy has some insight into the dimensions of the Switch successor, as they're putting out a device that should accommodate it. So here's a breakdown of the Zen Grip 2's features. So dockable design, advanced floating design, full port accessibility and unobstructed cooling, asymmetric, ergonomic, correct hand placement, securely store up to 2 game cards, scratch resistant with perfect secure fit, built-in vertical stand with room to charge, comfortable non-slip rubberized grip. I mean, the securely store up to 2 game cards is going to be quite useful as well with all the backwards compatibility and stuff. If you're cool with trusting Satisfy with the accessory and it's supposed compatibility with the Switch successor, you can lock in your purchase there. And then there has been an update, so as you might have noticed, Satisfy has removed the trailer revealing the Zen Grip 2. That trailer had the image above with some suspect in a first very blurry look at the Switch successor. That you can still pre-order the Zen Grip 2 on the official website. It states that the device features expected design that will be turned to final specifications. So even if it is a mock-up, like I say, very likely to still be true, because to kind of design something for the console, they're going to need at least the dimensions and parameters and everything like that. So yeah, it's just another big leak for the Switch 2 really, and it's just happening every week now. It's not even every week, it's like every day at this point. I feel like I'm including Switch 2 stuff in every single video because there's just so much stuff to go over. It's a bit mad, it's crazy, it's ridiculous. But anyway, that's all the Switch 2 stuff, all the leaks and all the Game Awards stuff that I also wanted to go over as well. Finishing things off for today, we do have another rumor to go over regarding Legend ZA. This was another one that popped up on 4chan. This popped up on yesterday on the 10th of December, and it's titled ZA Story Details, posted by Anonymous. Has an image of Zygarde here in Pokemon Sun and Moon, I believe it is. Obviously take it with a grain of salt though, probably false. But anyway, let's see what they have to say. So it takes place 10 years after Pokemon X and Y, which again is, I think at this point it's likely. I think if everything that we've kind of heard about so far about the game from leakers and the Terra Leaker and stuff, it looks like it more than likely is set in the future rather than the past. But at the same time, it could easily be either. Like, it could be both. It could be past, present, and future. It could just be past. It could be future. Again, it makes sense for it to be in the past because obviously it's a Legends game, and Legends Arceus was set in the past, and so you'd think that all of the Legends games would be set in the past. And I do like the idea of them being set in the past as well, because it just gives you a feel of what the region was like before, you know, we played it and stuff. So I think I'd prefer it to be in the past. I just think it's more likely going to be in the future now. So yeah, 10 years after X and Y, says all previous characters appear, including AZ. So that's all the rivals, the Professor, obviously AZ. I don't think Lysander would appear though after the events of X and Y, but you never know. Could come back as like an android or something. And then yeah, all the characters do reappear, which again, if it's only 10 years in the future, you'd expect that, but obviously there'd be changes to some of the characters, like Serena might be a professor or a gym leader or something, if there are gyms in this game, which again, probably isn't because it's just one city, but yeah, it makes sense for all these characters to return. There's going to be 8 boss battles, so very similar to gym leaders, being 8 of those. I assume it's like mega evolution battles, or it's the some like difficult trainer to battle or something like that. But either way, there's going to be 8 of them apparently, which is pretty cool. There was obviously less than that in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So yeah, more boss battles is always welcome. The Kalos starters, so again, those are seemingly what the starter Pokemon are going to be for Pokemon Legends EA. It's what a lot of people are expecting now, just simply because of the leaked Anaheim picture. Again, that's not confirmed, that's not concrete. It is an actual image that Pokemon were going to drop. It just doesn't necessarily confirm the Kalos starters, even though from that image you'd just make that guesstimate anyway. But either way, Kalos starters, says redevelopment team is evil. Find out halfway through the game. I do really like that idea. I really hope that is the case. Gives you kind of a Lusamine sort of feel where she's kind of like chill, but then she obviously turns out to be evil in Sun and Moon. I really hope that's the case in this game as well, because I like a twist like that. You know, they did a really good job of a twist in Legends Arceus with the final battle with that. They've done twists in multiple games as well. Like I say, Sun and Moon, they did one at Pokemon Coliseum with the mayor. And as I say, the Legends Arceus one was really good as well. So I hope they do that again. It says Zygarde cells around the city, so that's obviously very similar to the Spiritomb situation where you have to go and collect all the different wisps. So yeah, Zygarde cells, hopefully there's not like loads and loads and loads, but there probably is going to be. But if we are stuck into the city, then you'd like to think they're not going to be that difficult to find. They're going to be in like loads of different nook and crannies and stuff, but because you're just kind of locked into one city, as long as there's not like areas and stuff, yeah, it shouldn't take that long, you'd think. It says Ultra Beast part of the main quest, 3 new ones. I do like the idea of Ultra Beast returning, especially if there is a sense of like time travel and different sort of different universes kind of happening. Because the Ultra Beasts weren't in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, neither were the Tapus as well, so the Tapus could easily come to Kalos to kind of quell the Ultra Beast just like they did in Sun and Moon, because they were also not in Scarlet and Violet as well. The only legendaries that didn't make the cut were the Ultra Beasts, which I know aren't legendaries, but they didn't make the cut, even though Beast Ball's in the game. The Tapus didn't make the cut, and then the X and Y legendaries didn't make the cut, and then Celebi as well. But the X and Y legendaries make sense because obviously Legends are Legends EA. Celebi is a weird one. I don't know why I didn't make the cut. But then the only others, like say Ultra Beast and the Tapus, that could easily be because they are going to be in Legends EA. So hopefully, I mean 3 new ones as well. That's kind of cool. There has been like leaks and stuff about. There was I think a pre-evolution of Celesteela, there's a pre-evolution of Buzzwole, so there have been Ultra Beast leaks where there were going to be more, so maybe they get introduced into the game, who knows. It says 84 side quests, so yeah, that's a decent amount. There's quite a lot of side quests, especially if we're just stuck in the city, because it feels like every NPC is going to have a quest for you at some point. It says catch Pokemon in certain areas of Lumiose City. So again, this is saying that you don't go outside of Lumiose, like to different areas like forests and mountain areas and oceans and stuff like that. It's literally all in Lumiose, and there are certain areas of Lumiose that you can catch them. Then it says Scarlet and Violet graphics, which again we already know about from the Terra Leaker anyway, so that's not a massive shock. And then it says Legends Arceus UI, so I assume that means like the boxes and stuff like that, where which I really liked. I thought the Legends Arceus UI was really good. I really hope they bring back releasing Pokemon like multiple at once as well, because obviously that was a really good feature in Legends Arceus. You did need that feature in Arceus because of how many Pokemon you have to catch. Obviously that doesn't look like it's going to be the main point of this game, but being able to release multiple Pokemon outside of Pokemon Home is just a thing that should be in every Pokemon game in my opinion. So that's that. Says there's going to be lots of character customization as well, which again I would also expect. Generation 6 introduced character customization, and also Legends Arceus had a ton as well, so I would definitely expect Legends EA to have a load. And then also it says it drops June 12th, 2025. So June the 12th is, I'm assuming a Thursday or a Friday. June 12th is a Thursday, so yeah, I mean Nintendo games are seemingly dropping on Thursdays now, so that obviously makes sense there. But again, it could easily be a Friday. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it doesn't really have like anything that completely makes me just against it as being true. But again, you always have to take these with a grain of salt. It's probably false. There's a couple of things that I do like. The Ultra Beast side quests and, well, Ultra Beast main quest, 3 new ones. Legends Arceus UI, 8 boss battles, Kalos starters. Like, it's not a terrible rumor. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not something that I think is probably true. But either way, let me know your thoughts on this. Would you like this to be kind of the main story details of Legends EA? And then also let me know your thoughts on everything else that we covered. Do you think anything is going to get revealed at the Game Awards regarding Nintendo? And then also, what are your thoughts on the latest Switch 2 leaks as well? Do you think this is actually something that is what the Switch 2 is going to look like, or do you think it's just like a big old mistake? I don't really know, but either way, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. Like I say, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.